Okay guys, hello! I'm Vanessa and today I wanted to make a quick video about the changes that are happening. Not to our bodies because we're not adolescents here, but the changes that are happening outside right now as we transition from fall to winter to shorter days to less exposure to sunlight. So these shorter days can cause a lot of people to experience SAD, which stands for Seasonal Affective Disorder. So let's just go over some of the symptoms of seasonal affective disorder. So in more common cases of SAD, the symptoms would be things that you would notice throughout the day. So you're sleeping less or you're sleeping more, you're eating much more, you're craving things like carbohydrates, just a feeling of loneliness and staying away from others. You know what the crazy thing is? These changes occur because of the lack of sunlight we receive during the winter months, which is crazy. It's like, how can the sun affect us this much? Or just a few hours less of sunlight? And the reason that I know so much about that is because I have experienced it. And it is such a difficult thing to deal with because you are cooped up inside during winter because it's really freezing cold outside in Canada, like minus 30 degrees. So you're spending less time with people, you're more isolated, you're also less likely to enjoy physical activities. So it's very easy to get trapped into sadness. Sounds very sad, but there are lots of easy ways to cope with this. So one of the main ways that I've been dealing with this, when I went to seek professional help, I was advised to buy a light box. This light box is a super simple tool, so I'll put a link in the description below about the light box. You can buy them anywhere. So I bought mine at Costco because Costco has fairly good prices for things like this. And the way that you use it is super simple. So you want to use it at the beginning of your day. For 20 to 30 minutes, you kind of sit with it close to your face, a few inches away, but you don't need to be directly staring into it because that's gonna hurt your eyes. If I'm sitting at a desk, I put it on my desk. While I'm working my laptop, it's on the side. So you can leave it on for 20 to 30 minutes. It's a very passive, inactive way and has such amazing benefits. The only thing you have to make sure is that the light emits 10,000 lux. I think it's a unit of measurement of the intensity of the light. So it needs to have at least 10,000 lux in order for it to be the most effective for you. So when the suggestion came that I use this to help combat some of the depressive symptoms I was having, I was very skeptical. I felt like I tried so many things and I didn't really think that a simple light could fix me. I'm not saying that it has fixed me, but it helped me overcome these symptoms so much. So just by using this light, you'll receive so many benefits. It helps reset your biological clock, so you're waking up on time and going to sleep on time just because you're receiving enough sunlight during the day, which is a crazy thing to think that like a little light can do for you. You'll see an increase in serotonin and dopamine, which we all know are those things that make us feel really good. And if you think that you can't use it because you're busy or you work, let me tell you, you can. I used to work in an office building. I was kind of scared to bring my light in. I was scared of the stigma that it would cause or what people would think, what kind of questions I would receive on it. But I was encouraged to bring it in anyways and just tell people that it made me happier. And that's what I did. I just said, it's light therapy. It helps you feel happier during the long days of winter, and nobody really questioned it. Maybe people did question it, but nobody said anything to me. So guys, it's the next day and I'm actually using my light right now. And look how pretty it makes you look. So the way I use it is when I'm on my computer in the mornings, I sit on the couch, so I kind of just put it on the ledge here. Let me see if you can see it. See? Actually, my friend just told me that she uses hers in the morning when she's doing her makeup, which makes a lot of sense because you can see everything. When would you use this light?
Me?
Yeah.
During the night because I'm scared.
You have to use it during the morning, but
That's all.
maybe you could use it while you're playing like games in the morning, because he does that in his morning routine. So find whatever your morning routine is and kind of use it during then. Willow, when would you use it? If you're at the office, you can do the same exact thing. So you just kind of put it in front of you. So Jenna's gonna do a wide shot so you can see how it is. It's not directly in my face, it's kind of on the side. And I'm still working on my laptop while doing this. So for 20 minutes, you kind of just leave it there. You don't have to stare directly into it, you just leave it. And it helps a lot. Just make sure it's 10,000 lux. Otherwise, some other things you could do to combat seasonal affective disorder is get outside more. I know in the winter months it's really hard to do this. If you can't get outside, just open up your blinds. Put your furniture close to windows so that you're exposed to sunlight. Obviously things like exercise are really important as well. But find a space, get a yoga mat, put a blanket down, go turn on a YouTube video about. I literally just did this yesterday. My space isn't very big, so I just kind of moved the table and the chair. I'm gonna put that here. Right, Willow? Yeah. And if you need any help, if you're feeling really down, I would highly recommend that you go visit your doctor. Not just recommend, but urge you to do so. Light can help, but professional talk therapy, psychotherapy, sometimes even in severe cases, medication is necessary to combat depression and seasonal affective disorder. So thank you so much for listening. I hope this video was a little bit educational and a little bit interesting. So thank you so much for watching. I had an amazing time talking about this. I was actually a little bit nervous because there is stigma surrounding things like this, mental illness. People don't really want to talk about it, but so many of us are actually in the same boat and we're not alone. And it's easier when others open up the gates and talk. Thank you so much for listening to my experience, and I hope you can find someone you can share your experience with too. Okay, Willow says bye. Bye, say bye. Bye. Also, cuddling with your dog. It's a good way to combat any sadness, right? Here you go, treat. Good girl. Just looking out the window, sunny, gloomy ass day.
Wah, wah, wah.
Hey, thank you. I hope it was recording.